21 Savage just released his album American Dream, and after listening to it quite a few times, I feel ready enough to rank every single song from the album. With this tier list, we got 6 tiers from trash to best song on the album, and for that highest tier, I'm only picking one song because it is gonna be literally for the single best song on the album. But with that being said, let's get right into it, and we're gonna be starting with All of Me, which is probably like a top 5, maybe even top 3, probably top 3 song for me. It's definitely in that amazing tier. You got maybe one of the best samples on the entire project to start off this album, and it's a great way to introduce you into the project, really hooks you into the album, gets you engaged and wanting to hear more. Red Rum, honestly, another amazing track. 21 Savage really started 2 for 2 with his first 2 songs on American Dream, but with that being said, the intro for Red Rum, fantastic, and it's because of another great sample. In general, the production was amazing, but with this song, it starts out as an opera, classic music style sound, and then transitions into a really hard trappy that 21 Savage just fits on so perfectly. And with that being said, now we get to Should've Worn a Bonnet, which I don't think is bad, but I don't think it's overwhelmingly good either. I think it's just average. Brent Faiyaz, I don't think brought too much to the table, and 21 Savage didn't really either, and that just amounted to an overall fine but somewhat boring, somewhat forgettable song. Just like me, I did enjoy this song. I don't think it's on the level as in All of Me or Red Rum though, so I'd go good with it. The Burna Boy feature, great. I loved it. I think it created such a unique sound for not only this project, but for 21 Savage's discography in general. I loved how the two artists meshed together, and this was easily one of Metro's best produced tracks on the album. Now we got the song that Doja Cat was in, Average. Similar to Should've Worn a Bonnet, I just feel like the artist didn't bring that much to the table. I thought Doja Cat's feature was fine. It wasn't bad, but it was just very standard for her rapping. And 21 Savage didn't deliver all that much either. Also, Doja Cat's ad-lib of saying ad-lib kind of took me out of the song. Now we got Sneaky. Sneaky is a good song. You got 21 Savage introducing a new ad-lib, the ad-lib, which really in this song was so important. It stuck all the verses together like glue and really made it a good song. I think if that ad-lib wasn't there, it would have been no greater than average because it really blended everything together well. Besides that, I thought it was a little weird choosing such a dark beat on this type of subject matter, but overall, sonically, I still think it was a good song. Pop Your Shit, I think, is average. Honestly, maybe would have been even lower, potentially, if the Young Thug verse wasn't so good, but the poop line, I mean, is crazy. Like, if the Doja Cat ad-lib thing took me out of it, that line is insane. The poop method is never a good way to go. With that being said, the production I also had a little bit of a problem with. I felt like there's too much going on. I just can't put it below average because that Young Thug verse was great. Next we got Letter to My Brudda, which is a good song. I was debating between amazing and good because it is one of the more introspective tracks on this album. And listen, it's not like a Good Kid, Mad City. He's not Kendrick Lamar. But for 21 Savage's standard and level, I think this was a big upgrade, and I was pleasantly surprised with it. Dangerous was the song. This was the song with Lil Durk. Lil Durk's feature was amazing. Like, one of the best on the album. But I'd still go good with it. I do think it dragged on a little bit. If it ended a little bit earlier, if 21 Savage said his hook a little bit less, then it maybe would have been higher, because really that Durk feature was great. So much energy put into it, but I dragged on. Red Sky was amazing. I don't know who the singer was on that song because it didn't say. It was a hidden feature, I guess, but it was great. And 21 Savage definitely did his thing. Now we got, I don't know if it's Nina or Nayna because there's an accent mark, but that doesn't matter because it's another amazing song. Travis Scott feature. That also might be the best feature. It's between Travis, Lil Durk, and probably Young Thug. But Travis Scott's verse, I loved how raw it was. Not really too much auto-tune being used. He was just going straight for it, and I love that. I know a lot of people probably would put this song in Best Song on the Album, but, and this is a great transition, I'd put Dark Days there. Dark Days was my favorite song on American Dream just because of how introspective it was. It was the biggest transformation 21 Savage had with this album, and going into the project, I was a little skeptic of it because I wanted 21 Savage to do something different, add something. And while he didn't add like a new voice or a super different flow or anything like that, he did get more introspective with some songs, and Dark Days was like the best version of that. I would have never, if you told me after I listened to Savage Mode 1 that I'd be getting something like Dark Days, crazy, insane. And I love that. I love that so much. It's such a matured and emotional song that I can listen to all day. Also, Maria the Scientist, her feature, great. It matched perfectly with 21 Savage. It seems like they have great chemistry, and it is my best song on the album. See the Real, I enjoyed. I'd put it in good. You have 21 Savage at his most melodic point in this song, which was a nice switch up, a nice breath of fresh air that added to the album experience for me. Besides that, once again, I love the production. The production really, in general, was just so great. It was the strongest point of this album. And finally, we got Prove It with Summer Walker. I thought her feature was great. She had some great singing, and the sample, once again, amazing. But I'd go good. I don't think it's on the level as the song's amazing. It's a good song. Let me know what you guys think of my ranking. How would you rank it? And see ya.